Handling glassware introduction. One of the most important merchandising tools used by the owner operator to present meals and beverages to guests in proper glassware. To maintain the life of glassware needs to be treated and handled carefully. Improved handling means less breakage and damage, which translates into higher productivity and lower incidences of injury accidents. Thermal shock. Thermal shock is the result of glass experiencing a sudden temperature change. Glass holds temperature, and a rapid change in temperature can cause enough stress to result in breakage. Example: a glass that has held ice cannot go directly into the dishwasher. Mechanical shock. Mechanical shock in glassware is the direct result of contact with another object, such as a spoon, a beer tap, another glass, or a piece of china. Minute abrasion, invisible to the eye, but source of weakness in the glass, making it more susceptible to breakage. Do's and don'ts. These are some do's and don'ts for handling glassware. Handling chinaware introduction. Whatever quality of china or crockery is used, the essential thing to ensure is that it is washed, rinsed, and dried correctly to ensure that no dirt, stains, or streaks appear. The most severe test of chinaware quality and cost-effectiveness is its ability to maintain the appearance and resist damage and breakage under the demanding conditions of bussing, scrapping, racking, warewashing, and storage. Breakage or chipping. These are the result of mechanical shock caused by improper use. Take care to avoid using a metal tray and improper racks. Cause: overloading of bus boxes and dish racks and piling heavy items on lighter items can all cause strain on commercial dinnerware. Other causes of breakage include high water pressure in dish machine, lack of rubber guards on disposal unit or dish machine, scratches, and excessive glaze wear. These can result from many of the exact causes of breakage and chipping, especially improper metal trays, boxes, and racks. Cause: excessive glaze wear can also occur by scouring china with metal pads, steel wool, or abrasive cleansers, stacking hot. Stains and discolorations. Unattractive stains and discolorations can be caused by inattention to cleaning procedures, such as allowing china to remain unwashed after use, pre-soaking in water over 160 C. Cause: improper detergent concentrations, hard water or iron content, lime content in odd equipment, clogged or eroded spray nozzles. Do's and don'ts. These are some do's and don'ts for handling chinaware. Handling cutlery introduction. Silver-plated and stainless steel ore is one of the most effective elements of an operations merchandising plan. To maintain these investments' life and keep them looking new, they need to be handled carefully and maintained adequately. Corrosion. When fluorides in food soils dissolve and attack silver plating and stainless steel, permanently damaging their surfaces. It can result from several factors. Use improper containers and compounds for cleaning and storage, dirty pre-soak solutions, extra long pre-soak times, and incorrect washing and drying procedures. Water and cleaning solutions break down the protective oxide layer, and extensive exposure to moisture increases the risk of rust. Tarnishing and buildups. A regular detarnishing and burnishing schedule must be established to maintain a cutlery's look new. In silver-plated, surface discolorations can be caused by silver sulfide deposits. In stainless steel, the buildup of foreign materials such as food soils or hard water deposits can cause black, blue, or gray discoloration. Do's and don'ts. These are some do's and don'ts for handling cutlery. Silver service. Introduction. It is a method of food service. This usually includes serving food at the table. It is a technique of transferring food from a serving dish to the guest's plate from the left. It is performed by a waiter using service forks and spoons or a service gears from the diner's left. Silver service. Features. Silver service food is always served from the left, drinks and plated meals from the right. Meals are served to the diner from the platter, not plated in the kitchen. The guest to the host's right is served first, usually female guest. Service continues clockwise. Clearance is done from the right, again starting with the guest to the host's right. Glasses are staked in diagonal to the right and away, with wine by course, in order, and then lastly, water glass in front. Dishes. Tips. All service items and equipment must be clean, undamaged, and positioned for service. Dishes include any dish that food will be served in, such as bowls for soup or semi-flat dishes for vegetables. Cutlery includes any dish that food will be served in, such as bowls for soup or semi-flat dishes for vegetables. Liner or flats includes any dish that food will be served in, such as bowls for soup or semi-flat dishes for vegetables. Service cloth or other linen includes any dish that food will be served in, such as bowls for soup or semi-flat dishes for vegetables. Silverware includes any dish that food will be served in, such as bowls for soup or semi-flat dishes for vegetables.
I'm going to show you how to use spoons and forks as tongs to pick up food. The spoons shown here back to back is good to pick up solid materials like marbles and stuff like that. If you turn it around, you can use it to pick up rice and other vegetables and things like that. You can also use a combination of a spoon and a fork, or you can use a pair of forks. Forks are usually useful to pick up spaghettis and noodles and things of that nature. The technique is very easy to master. On one hand, the right hand, you put your fork over and under your last three fingers, and then the second fork would be between the thumb and the index finger. Just pause the video and look at it and practice doing it, and you can do this in less than 2 minutes. So here's the back to back, and you can, like I say, pick up solid pieces of materials, or you can use a combination of a spoon and a fork. Try to use something that is of equal length, so the handle won't butt against your palm. So this is generally how it's done. I'm sure there are other ways of doing it, but I find this quite useful. If you don't have a regular pair of tongs, even when you're barbecuing, as long as you don't get your fingers too close to the fire, you can pick up whatever steaks or chicken you're barbecuing with without using a pair of spring-loaded tongs.
Service procedure. Here is the 5 major service procedure. Let us see them one by one. Placing the plates. If the food served is hot, the plates must be hot. If the food served is cold, the plates should be cold. Hold the pile of plates on the palm of your left hand, on a service cloth. As you approach the customer, take the plate by the rim and place it in front of the customer from the right-hand side. Portioning the order. Before you start serving, you must be aware of the portion size per customer. There will be a set amount of each vegetable and meat per person. For example, 2 spoons of peas, 3 carrots, 2 slices of meat, and 1 roast potato per person. The meat will generally be grouped probably with a piece of garnish. Do not decrease portions as you move around the table. Presenting the order. At the sideboard or waiter's station, you should remove the cloth food cover if there is one. Your service cloth should be folded and laid along your arm under the whole dish. The platter is carried in your left hand, your service cutlery in your right hand. Serving the food pre-plated dishes. Pre-plated dishes are portioned and placed on a plate in the kitchen directly to be placed in front of the guest. Soups and desserts are generally served pre-plated. Such pre-plated dishes are served from the right-hand side of the guest. Serving the main course from flats. Flats are always held on a napkin on the palm. Food is always presented to the customer before serving. The serving dish is held a little above the hot joint plate, with the front edge slightly overlapping the rim of the plate. A portion is placed on the plate in the 6 o'clock position. Silver service of potato and vegetables. The general rule is to serve potatoes before other vegetables. A separate service spoon and fork should be used for each different type of potato and vegetable dish to be served. Potatoes are served in the 2 o'clock position. Vegetables are served in the 10 o'clock position. Serving water. Water, regular or bottled, should be served from the guest's right. Service of accompanying sauces. It should be presented in a sauce boat on an underplate. The ladle full of sauce should be lifted clear of the sauce boat. The underside of the sauce ladle should then be run over the edge of the sauce boat to prevent any drips from falling. It should be placed over the food or at the side, depending on the customer's preference.